Hey, 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 Aldwyn, Altuney here.
And I'm Michael Thompson.
And welcome to
another episode of Movie Review TV. Movie Review TV. We see films as they are, rate them out of 5 stars. Movie Review TV. Movie Review TV.
Yeah. Awesome, Michael. Fantastic original music there by Michael Thompson himself. He's very much a yes man.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
That's right. Yes, he is. He's awesome. Thank you,
Oh,
Michael.
thanks very
Excellent.
much. I'm glad you like my little jingle there.
I did like your jingle, very much so. And very excited about the movie we're about to review.
Tell us about it then, Aldwyn. If you're so excited, you might as well give them the whole gist.
Okay, Michael. All right, if you insist. Okay. All right, we're going to be reviewing Beautiful Boy today. Now, this is based on the best-selling pair of memoirs from father and teenage son David and Nic Sheff. It chronicles the heartbreaking and inspiring experience of survival, relapse and recovery in a family coping with addiction over many years. Now, Nic seems to have it all with good grades and being an actor, an artist, an athlete, and even editor of the school newspaper. But when his addiction to meth threatens to destroy him, his father does whatever he can to save his son and family. This film is 2 hours long, quite a long one. It's R-rated and it's a biography drama. What did you think of this film?
It's very effective.
Very effective.
Very effective and very good biography drama, in my opinion, based on actually 2 books it is, that by David Sheff and Nic Sheff. I think it is Sheff.
I think it's Sheff, yeah.
Yes, and it's a very effective and harrowing drama it is, I must say. Because this young fellow, he went very much down the rabbit hole. And we didn't know whether he was going to claw his way back to the light, did we?
No, we didn't.
At various stages.
And we won't give away whether he did or not, but definitely you are, through the whole film, you're wondering whether this guy's going to make it out alive, this drug addict kid.
But you're definitely wondering that. And he had a lot of support, thankfully. But was he going to use that support to his maximum advantage? That's the thing. He had a lot of, obviously he had his father, that tried to do the best for him, and his mother, and also and he went to a clinic at one stage, didn't he, to try and get over his addiction, ice addiction.
A few times, I believe,
because it was a very depressing drama at certain stages, wasn't it?
Oh, it was.
Because he's very much from the black.
It was.
Especially in a couple of stages of this film. And but the question is, was his family and all these experts going to pull him through? Well, you'll have to see the film to find out. And maybe you'll like this film, especially if you know people that have been affected, especially ice.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Because that's what it's mostly about. It's about being an ice user or being a drug user, because you know some people that have been affected by ice, don't you?
Yeah, well, ice is there's an epidemic actually with ice, not just in Australia but around the world. There is an epidemic, and so many people are on methamphetamines now, as well as heavier drugs. And the thing is that people seem to get this high from it, but then the more they get addicted to it, the more of the drug they need to stay high. And so they just end up in this whirlwind, this dark whirlwind that takes a lot of lives. A lot of people have lost their lives to drugs. And this film is such an excellent portrayal of what it would be like to have someone in your family who's affected by drugs. I think it's really, really well done. I think the cinematography, the acting, I think it was just top class, this film. And I think an absolute must-see for anyone affected by drugs in any way. I think it's fantastic for teenagers to see this, and fantastic also for parents to see this. And actually we had a friend that came out of the cinema with us that actually had a child that was addicted to drugs, and she actually said that if her son had seen that movie, that he would understand the impact that being a drug addict as a teenager can have on the parents. You know, it really showed that. It showed that so well, that side of it. You know, not just how the drugs affected the kid, but how the whole family was impacted, the ripple effect of having a drug addict in the family, and how hopeless and helpless it can seem as a parent or as a loved one with someone who's on drugs. You know, how hard the battle can be to get off drugs. You know, as much as, you know, we say just stop it, just stop the drugs. You know, there's a reason people go on the drugs, and it's often to fill a void. And, you know, people sometimes need to get to the source of what that emotional issue is to actually be able to get off the drugs.
Yeah, and this particular young fellow, he said that he took it once and he felt better than he ever had in his whole life, so he just kept on taking it. So that tells you the effect, you know, that ice has on people, doesn't it? 'Cause it makes you feel so good that you just got to keep on taking it and taking it.
Well, there's one scene with him. Remember, he had shots right up his arm. So I mean, I don't know if he was injecting heroin at the end there, but there was
at the end it was really bad.
A lot of bruises up the arm.
Yeah, it's really bad, but
really bad.
And the only thing, I love the film actually, because I found it really affecting and harrowing, as I said, and it really spoke to me, even though I've never been addicted to drugs. I've known people that have been.
Me too.
So but I couldn't personally imagine what they're going through.
No,
but I'm guessing that must be pretty bad, and it must be hard for them to get out of it. And the only thing I'm thinking about in this film is that I'm wondering if it ended up optimistically enough. That's the only thing, because I know he had to climb his way back into out of his addiction, but the question is, did he get back far enough?
Well, that's right, because it's so easy to relapse, it seems. So while drug addicts seem to be off it for a little while, they seem to be able to go back on it very quickly afterwards. So, you know, and I guess that's where willpower comes into it, and, you know, how determined are they to really give up the drugs. And if they don't, well, you know, I mean, they say that ice is actually more addictive than heroin and cheaper than heroin, which is why it's just taken off like crazy. A lot of people are making the drug even at home. And, you know, it is a very scary phenomenon out there at the moment. And I think anyone who is affected by the drug should definitely watch this movie, because it will really give you some insight into the ugly side of drugs.
As I said, the only thing I would have changed is I would have made the ending on a brighter note. I would have just to confirm that, you know, this guy's got over it. Because I know you have to see the film, but you'll have to also see what this young guy went through.
Yeah.
And he put up a fantastic performance. He did the young guy, the young ice addict. His name is Timothy Chevrolet, that he pronounced it. And
I'm not sure. But,
and Steve Carell was obviously very good as the father.
Both excellent.
And I know Steve Carell's more changing up to drama roles now, it seems, instead of doing comedies like Get Smart and A 40-Year-Old Virgin. So they're basically comedies, are they? But this is a straight ahead drama. So it was a bit of a change of direction for Steve Carell, and because he's usually funny.
Yeah,
well, you don't have to be funny all the time. I know Jim Carrey's changing tact as well in terms of the films that he's doing, isn't he? Jim Carrey's done a lot of dramas lately instead of comedies, which is he's still most renowned for comedies, obviously. But yes, he's going for straight ahead dramas now, Jim Carrey, and Steve Carell is in this as well. So maybe he's thinking of doing more straight acting instead of just comedy, because he's been really good in the comedies that he's done, hasn't he, Steve Carell? I think he came of age, in the film industry for 40-Year-Old Virgin. I think that was his breakthrough. Okay. And then Get Smart, obviously, was another big film that he was in. So obviously the name, the name sort of cemented him on the map in the film industry, because Get Smart's one of the most popular shows on television ever. And yeah, as I said, this movie, you got to go see it, especially if you know someone that's been affected by drugs or ice in particular.
Yeah.
And I might actually do some work for the AAIC, the Australian Anti-Ice Campaign.
Okay.
Because I know some friends that have been, been brought down by ice. So
yeah.
So,
and the rain has just come down here on the Gold Coast.
It's raining here, so it's not raining ice.
No, it's not raining ice. It's raining. It's raining heavy rain though. So what do you give it out of 5, Michael?
I give it 4.5. As I said, the only sort of negative point of it is that it didn't end optimistically enough for me.
Right. Yeah.
So because I would have shown the film. I would have shown the film to end on a brighter note.
Right.
As I said. And,
right.
Instead of just concentrating on the whole, the addictive side of it, I would have shown more of the flip side.
Yep.
Of the whole situation of drug addiction. I would have shown the the brighter parts. If you got out of it, I wouldn't have seen
right.
Celebrating life.
Right. They showed him when he was high and the impact of when he was high and what that did for him. I really, really enjoyed this movie, although I thought there were some slow parts through it, which it got a little bit boring in bits. It just seemed to go just a little bit slow. So it was 2 hours. I think they probably could have tightened up the editing a little bit more. But some of the cinematography, the angles, the acting, very simple kind of storyline because there weren't that many characters again. I thought they did it really well. I give it 4 stars, 4 out of 5. I think it was definitely worth seeing. Great movie. Just in some bits I felt it was a little bit slow.
Yes, and as I said, if you know someone who's addicted to ice or drugs, or if you yourself been affected by it, this is a must-go see movie.
Must see.
For sure.
It's a definite yes from the movie review.
Yes.
TV. Yes. From the movie review team.
And just a bit of
a
anti-drug message, or I should say an anti-ice message. I should tell you the logo of the AAIC, Australian Anti-Ice Campaign. It's not even once. You see, so in terms of ice, you don't do it even once.
Yeah,
because you get addicted from just doing it.
People can get addicted
one time.
Yep.
One shot.
Yep, and it could kill you. One bad shot could kill you with any drugs. A lot of people are dying from drugs. They don't know what the hell they're taking nowadays. You don't know what the hell's really in it. So this is a great reminder of that, to be, be careful and don't be crazy and go on drugs. And if you do go on drugs, and you find yourself addicted, then watch this movie. Or if you know anyone around you who's got any ice or drug problems, definitely see this movie. It will give you a lot of insight into how the drug not only affects the person, but it affects those around them dramatically.
This is
powerful
the worst.
film.
So I've heard.
Yes.
So that's why you shouldn't do it. Not even
once.
Not even one time. Don't even do it.
Not even once. A very good film. We've given it really great ratings.
Run away. Someone offers it to you, run away.
Yes, run away from the drug. But if you get
to see the movie, run away in the opposite direction, and the person too, probably.
Yeah, you get to see the movie. Definitely find the movie, watch it. It is definitely worth seeing. And congratulations to the makers of Beautiful Boy. Well done.
Yes, well done.
Well done. Excellent job. Yay. And thank you so much for watching. What did you think of the film? If you've seen Beautiful Boy, we'd love to hear from you. Just pop your comments under this video or share the love, share the video, and make sure you subscribe to the Aldwyn Altuney channel and check out all the other movie reviews we've done so far. This is episode 32 now, Michael.
Oh,
32.
Really?
We're doing really well.
32.
We're doing well with these movies. We love movies, obviously, like a lot of people do, and we'd love to hear what you thought of Beautiful Boy. And do you know anyone who's affected by drugs, and what do you think
I do. So
of the film?
As I said, I work for the AAIC, so
yeah,
I've met up with some people who've been affected by it. So, and this movie will most affect them
It will most
if
affect
they
them.
decide to watch it,
Mm.
because they know you know what this guy's going through from personal experience.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's why it's worthwhile to see.
Yeah.
I hope it ends, you know, as optimistically as they think.
Hopefully there's a happy ending, but unfortunately for a lot of drug addicts, it's not a happy ending out there. And this definitely shows you what can happen if you allow drugs to
put it this way, it's very hard to get off it.
Yes, very hard.
And this movie points that out, but it also points out there are ways over it.
There are ways. There are ways.
There are ways.
Yes. Yes, so definitely see the film, Beautiful Boy. It's got the thumbs up from the Movie Review TV team. Thank you so much for watching once again. Make sure you subscribe. We'll be back soon with more Movie Review TV episodes. Thank you so much. Any final words, Michael, before we wrap up?
The Movie Review TV model?
Yes.
Moving you at the movies.
That's
right.
moving
you to go to the movies.
And moving you to go to the movies.
It was moving you to
moving you at the movies, moving you to the movies.
And moving you at the movies when you're seeing the movie.
And at the movies. That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you again soon.
Okay. Bye-bye. Have a good night.